When you're considering a personal loan, you need to understand the distinction between soft and hard credit pulls. I'll break down how each impacts your credit score and future financial options so you can understand the strategic implications beyond just approval and align your borrowing decisions with your long-term financial well-being. A soft credit pull is where an organization just peeks at your credit report in order to decide whether they should extend you credit. When companies pull your full credit file, they don't see a list of your soft credit pulls, but you can see them when you pull your credit report. While it's not a significant portion of your credit report, I do recommend that you review them. If you see something suspicious there, it could be a sign that someone is trying to take out credit in your name. You might be surprised by how many different companies do soft credit pulls on your credit report. Utility companies might pull your credit to determine whether you need to provide a security deposit. Employers may pull your credit as part of a job application. Credit card companies can do a soft credit pull monthly as part of the account review process. Lenders will do a soft credit inquiries when deciding whether to send you pre-approved offers in the mail. When you pull your credit file, that's technically a soft credit pull too. A hard credit inquiry shows up when you seek credit, like a loan or a credit card. With a soft credit pull, the company is just pulling summary information from your credit report. With a hard credit pull, the company is pulling all the details. Hard credit inquiries do show up on your credit report and they do impact your credit score. This is because credit scoring agencies design credit scores to predict the likelihood of you defaulting on a loan within the next 18 months. A hard credit inquiry shows that you are looking for credit. The agency doesn't know why you're looking for credit. It could be that you're in the middle of a financial emergency, or maybe you just want to buy a boat. The point is, a hard inquiry could be an indication of financial hardship, so it makes sense that it could negatively affect your credit score. It's important to realize two things about how hard credit inquiries will impact your credit score though. First, a hard inquiry will usually only drop your credit score 10 to 15 points, and that impact will dissipate within 2 or 3 months. Second, you aren't penalized for several hard inquiries in a short period of time. The credit scoring agencies will count these as a single hard inquiry. They do not want to discourage people from the responsible behavior of shopping around to get the best credit they can possibly get. If you're showing responsible borrowing behavior, you are probably less likely to default on a loan in the future. So it makes a lot of sense that you don't want a steady drip of hard inquiries over an extended period of time. That will knock down your credit score and not give you enough time for it to bounce back. Another way of looking at it is that it signals to the credit scoring agencies that you might be under an extended period of financial strain. That means that your credit score will definitely take a bigger and a more sustained hit. Have you ever wondered what happens to your credit score when you just check your rate? We've all seen the ads, and every lender's website tells you that you can check your rate without it hurting your credit score. So is that really true? Well, in short, yes. It used to be that all lenders would do a hard credit inquiry whenever you applied for a loan. But about 15 years ago, companies began experimenting with the idea of doing soft credit inquiries on the initial application. This would allow them to peek at summary information in your credit report. Often this would give them enough information to determine whether they would approve you, for how much, and at what interest rate. Only after an applicant accepts the loan would the lender do a hard inquiry. So if a lender can determine credit worthiness with just a soft credit pull, why would they ever do a hard credit pull? There are a couple of reasons. First, the soft credit pull is just a summary of your credit information, whereas a hard credit pull dives deeper into the details of your credit history. This is why occasionally a person will get a provisional approval only to be denied when the company does a hard inquiry. That is not common, but it's also not unusual. The other reason the lenders do a hard credit inquiry is because it satisfies legal requirements associated with the laws governing the use and reporting of personal financial information. I have spoken to people who mistakenly thought that every single application that they fill out triggers a hard inquiry, and every one of those hard inquiries dings their credit scores. If that were true, I could understand why people would be hesitant to shop around for the best loan. After a couple of days of shopping, your credit would have taken such a hit that you would no longer be accepted by any of them. Fortunately, this is not how it works. The real danger is getting a suboptimal loan, not taking a credit score hit for shopping around. That means you should be comfortable applying to several places until you are confident you're getting the best deal that you can in your situation. And if you are looking around for credit, consider visiting the Yukon Project and visiting our marketplace page. When you apply to one of our featured lenders, we will automatically check your rate with up to 40 other lenders. We'll show you all of your approved offers so you can feel confident that you're getting the credit you deserve. So there you have it. That's the difference between soft and hard credit inquiries. I do recommend that when you are not actively looking for credit, you really ought to freeze your credit files with all three of the big credit bureaus: Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. It doesn't cost you a thing, and it keeps people from accessing your credit without your express permission. I freeze my credit, and it gives me a lot of peace of mind. If you have any questions about credit scores, credit reports, or personal finances, drop a comment below. We'll see if we can get it answered for you. If you found this information helpful, please like this video and subscribe to our channel. It doesn't cost you a thing, and it tells the YouTube algorithm that others could find this information helpful. We appreciate your support. Thanks for watching.